topic, and I miss you so much. Today's topic is about being fearless in love. Fearless in love. These are such exciting times, especially for you. For all of you watching, you are so ahead of the game. You are so ahead of everyone out there. Why? Because you've been cracked in half. Because you've been broken and burnt to a fucking crisp. Because when you broke, there was a rebirth. Not only was there a rebirth, but all the poison that had been conditioned into your psyche and your DNA from ancestors, passed on generations, they came out too. And now you can fucking read energy. You can read energy. You know when someone has an immature energy. You know when someone's a taker. You know when someone just sucks you dry. You know energy now. You know when nothing can be given. You know when your thermometer starts to descend. And that puts you in line with a pure divine match. Not a soulmate, schmollmate, or karmic or schmarnic or any one of those, but a pure match. Pure. Because you're pure. Once you become pure, you can only attract pure. Until then, you're going to attract whatever maggot is still living inside of you, whatever wound is still living inside of you. And, most people today still think they're human beings. And I'm talking especially to my crowd here. You're not human beings. You're energy beings. That's very sacred. You can no longer act like you did. You can no longer give away like you did. You can no longer let someone steal like you did, because you've awoken the sacred part inside of you. It's just that right now you're just learning to step out of your shell. You're just learning to say what it is that you see, what it is that you're reading. You're learning to speak it because you know you're going against the grain. You're not going downhill. You're not following the current like all the other fish. You're swimming against the current because you're speaking what you're seeing. You're not drugged anymore. You're not drugged by the atmosphere. You're not drugged by the media. You know what you know. And now the final stage is you're just coming out and you're talking about what you're seeing. And that's a great place to be. Although spiritual solitude is temporary and it's a bit of an annoying thing, you need to understand it is so necessary, because you've got to shed off all the energies that have stuck on you from past people and places and things. And that takes a little bit of time. So you're going to be like the hawk. You're going to be like the eagle who needs to go on that nest. And some of you, I know you've written to me that it's a lonely time because you've separated and it's fresh. It's maybe 3-6 months old, even a year. It takes actually a full 2 years, if you must know, to rid yourself of the memories, because they're in your cells and they're being triggered and reactivated. And you don't want to take that on to the next one to perpetuate what you just left from. In fact, if it's still in you to take on, you're not going to attract a clean slate, because you're not a clean slate. So you're going to attract someone who also tried to cut corners and is just going to take out the last little bit of what was in with their person onto you, and you're going to do the same. Here's the thing. Before a pure match can find you, you need to put away judgment, which is a child's game. being hurt and needing to hurt back is being stuck in a child's energy because you believe you're helpless. So you got to defend or judge, make sure that you punish them. You don't know. You can move way past this and build a great life. You don't know that because you're in a child's mind, which is comprised of your room. A child's mind is about as big as the room. That's the world. So we need to put down our toys, our monsters, hide and seek, not showing who you are. Because although as a child, you'll take that role of a protector. You will protect yourself. You'll look to destroy the person that hurt you. You got to remember you're doing it with the wisdom of a child. You don't know that the hurting will heal. You don't know that. This is why you get mad at your boss or your doctor who fucked up, or an ex. Because in your mind, you're in a child's world with the wisdom of a child in his bedroom, believing you're helpless. Not here, not in who you are, knowing you can make anything fucking happen. And here's why. The one thing that you need to ensure in order to attach to making anything happen, in order to have big energy hit you, which is love, you need to be authentic. You think you guys are listening to me just because of my words? Okay, yes, my words are insightful as fuck and whatever, but it's the energy I'm giving you. It's gripping you. You can't fucking resist me. No fucking way. Even if I am obnoxious or cocky as fuck, you're getting too much from it. This big energy, this love, this recognition, this connection can't happen if you are not 100% authentic. And you can't be authentic if you still have fake friends, fake family, fake relationships. Because you have to correspond with these people in a fake way. You're not going to answer in regards to what you see and what you know they're holding back or not really caring. You're just not, because you want to salvage whatever's there. Because again, you're believing that this is how you need to be in this world. But again, you don't want this world. You don't want the 3D world. You want to connect to your 5D world, which is inside you, but unlocks and folds in front of your eyes when you are authentic. Do you have any fucking idea? I'm only mad because so many of you are stuck in such a bad fucking situation and you can get out like this. You know why? Because if you started being authentic, and I'm not saying be crude, be rude. I'll give you an example. A guy walks up to me in the gym. Guys are great this way. You can be authentic with guys. They actually prefer it, unless they're a femme guy and way too much in their emotions. But most guys react like this. I had a guy walk up to me and he's been watching me for a while, and then he walks up to me and he's like, you know, I find you interesting. And I'm like, you know, I find you boring. The guy drops to his knees. Like, I really found him boring. I wasn't trying to be mean. I just am. You know, just like, it's like another guy. I'd like to take you out for a cup of coffee. And I had to look at him for 10 seconds and go, wow, you think I'm going to go to sleep tonight and go, tomorrow I get a chance to have a cup of coffee with Frank. Are you fucking kidding me? And he's like, well, you know, whatever you want. Where do you want to go? Like, I have no idea. I'm like, you've got one chance with me. Make it something highly creative. Make it memorable. I don't know, rent a helicopter and take me on top of this mountain with, all this like white chocolate and imported cheese, that something, like that's my first date with you, like something. And then he looks at me and he goes, you're a lot smarter than you look. And I had to say, you look a lot smarter than you are. I'm just saying, just be raw. Let the beast in you come out. And you will attract another beast who's not fucking threatened of you. I was doing a podcast the other day, and it was like feminism, women, dating, schmating, and all that. And they're like, well, Nicole, you have a very interesting take on men and women today. How do you feel about being submissive? Like, do you think women should be submissive because it's what guys like? And I'm like, okay, first of all, this word that you use, what is it? Submissive? Like, I hear the word submissive, I think of slavery. I don't know. It's like, what's submissive? What is that? An obedient dog? No. Authentic. Vulnerable. Because when a woman is vulnerable, like a little girl, she is a naked woman, which is irresistible and impossible to resist. Vulnerability is like a naked woman. You can't ignore it. That's not submissive. That's being authentic, where the connection can grow live right in front of you. And so I stress with these relationships that you guys are building and why it's so important that you guys become authentic. Because that's the first step to getting what you want with love. And for those of you who are suffering, wondering if love will ever happen, I don't know, I'm too scared and all that crap, I just want you to understand, I want you to relish this moment. Because yes, it is scary, you're wondering, will it happen? Will it ever not happen? I don't know, does someone exist for me? So it is scary to wonder if there is anyone out there for you, but it's much more terrifying to actually find them. Much more. So enjoy this time. Shed your feathers. Shed your shit. Be authentic. When you're authentic, the shield of energy just gets fucking bigger. And when your energy is that big, it doesn't just act as a shield to repel crap and negativity, but it also acts as a tool. Energy is an influencer. You can influence people, jobs, friends, situations. That's what law of attraction is. Energy that influences. Big. But here's the big motherfucking thing. Oh, yes. Here's the big thing. When you are authentic in life, please don't ever forget this. Life matches you with the authenticity of the universe, which is abundant, wants for nothing. As soon as every grain of your energy being is authentic and you're answering and being authentic without offending people, you learn how to do it with finesse, you will be abundant because you will match the universe. You will match nature. You will match the unknown. God, creation, never at a lack, has everything. So don't waste any time. Be authentic as of right now. Peace.